It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Ricklenwell. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
Well, how are you today, sir?
Oh, just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Just wonderful, nice, restful evening.
A lot
and
more rested than you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Paybacks.
No.
It's coming.
No. This is payback to you
Yeah.
from me for all the Tuesdays and Thursdays and Mondays that you get to sit home and I'm out and about.
True.
And that's coming up next week, Monday and Thursday.
See, I get my payback again either
Instantly,
way.
right? Yeah, I'm a few ahead of you right now, but you had a good trip, though.
Yeah, we did. We had a great
saw
trip.
something we haven't seen in months. Rain.
We did. It was amazing. And now, during the game, it was like coming up. I mean, we were watching it on radar, and from halftime on, we thought it was just going to blow up, and it kept breaking up around us, and the game was able to get finished, and as soon as that was over, it started light raining, and then hammer down. Lightning, thunder, almost to West Plains.
Really?
Where we finally got out of it. A little before.
You drove to West Plains?
Yeah.
Wow, I wouldn't have went that way.
Which way did you go, Kabul?
Yeah, probably.
That's the way we went. And the problem is they had all this dang road work going on. So you had all these one lane delays that you had to wait for. So we drove back. And of course, they get on them. They didn't like the windy road going up through Kabul.
Well, they're not driving.
Yeah, I know. That's why that went that
You ain't
way.
the driver, you don't get a
Going
vote.
But going back with the rain and everything, it was easier going through the West Plains coming around. The roads were a lot better, and we didn't have to deal with the road construction and all that.
Yeah, it's 6 one, half a dozen of another. You know, you go up through Ava, Mansfield, over to Kabul that way, or you go West Plains and then Kabul that way. So
Yeah.
either or, you still got to go through Kabul either way.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Bombers pulled off a nice win. We'll talk to Coach Harry here in a little while when he gets here and visit about that. Non-eventful night for you other than that?
Other than that, no. Everything went smooth going down and coming back, and the game was smooth. We had a little, fight trying to get internet. Out there really wasn't much, and they had their own Wi-Fi, but it was like one down and one up. So, but we had enough units out there to make it work, and we didn't have any issues through the whole game. So.
Everything was good.
Yep.
Cool. Let's get this party started.
All right.
It's time for the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. Greg Wood and his staff take care of you very, very well. They've been serving Baxter, Marion County since 1979. Be glad to serve you as well. Hospice care. If you don't know what it is, pick up your phone, give them a call, 870-508-1771. Ask them the questions that you've always wondered about. They'll be glad to answer them for you. Now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. Thank you for the little bit of rain that is headed this direction. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to lead, guide, and direct us and keep us safe as a nation. Lord, we just pray that you will be with our governments, our federal, our state, county, city governments all across the U.S. And Lord, we just pray for those politicians that are there making decisions. Please remind them that those decisions that they make don't only affect them, they affect all of us. And Lord, we just need to make sure that they're the right ones that'll do the job. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to be with our students as they travel to and from to their extracurricular activities. Keep them safe as well. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. We'll be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team of Century 21 LeMac Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zdora, the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team of Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views. This is what you see today. Pretty cool shot of the White River it is.
It is. It is.
It's the beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas. It's the city of Cotter straight ahead there. Over to your left is the Rainbow Bridge. Behind that is the old trellis bridge for the railroad tracks. At the foot of the Rainbow Bridge is Big Spring Park with the rope swing. Still haven't checked that out. Need to. Over to your far right is Contractors Trust. Next to that would be the Railroad Museum. Far right would be the city of Mountain Home. In front of that would be the city of Gassville. The old Witch's Hat Water Tower straight ahead at about 1 o'clock. Way off in the distance straight ahead is the state of Missouri. And to your far left would be the city of Bull Shoals. This is what we call God's country. If you'd like to see what's available for sale here, go to retiredarkansas.net, click on MLS listings, find something that you like, then pick up your phone, give Bob and Linda a call at 870-405-0793. Going to run through some temperatures as Scooter lets that click through the Z-clips. Currently in Mountain Home at 63, Harrison is 62, Batesville is 67, Yellville, Marshall, Salem, Mountain View, Calico Rock, all at 64. West Plains, Missouri at 63, Springfield, Missouri 64, Poplar Bluff, Missouri 72, and St. Louis, Missouri is at 69. Howdy doody, Scooter. It's a 60 kind of day.
It is.
Let's take a look at the radar on the national scene. You can see there's a little bit of rain leaving out of Arkansas to the east and a little bit of rain coming into Arkansas from the west. But I think it's all going to be gone from the state about noon. Louisiana is clear, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, all clear with a little bit of rain going into Kentucky later on today. Some heavier rains up in Minnesota, going into North Dakota, South Dakota. Some rains in California, Nevada, and Arizona and New Mexico. Let's go ahead and zoom into Arkansas. As you can see, some heavy rains going through Jonesboro. Should be out of that area by 9 and totally out of the area by noon. Then Arkansas clears up from there. No watches and warnings for Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Got some fog advisories in Tennessee and Alabama. 7-day forecast looks like 87 for the high today with a chance of rain. Chance of rain tonight, low of 63. High tomorrow, 85 with a chance of rain as well. Low of 64 tonight or tomorrow night. 88 for the high on Sunday with a low of 65. 87 on Monday with a 50% chance of rain Monday with a low of 66. And then Tuesday, high of 86 with a chance of showers. Tuesday night, low of 66. And then Wednesday, high of 85. Thursday, high of 82. Getting back down to the 80s.
Yeah, I was about to say that lowered the temperatures down a little bit.
Going to be chilly. Going to have to get out your sweater.
Not there yet.
Oh. Pollen and allergy. Tree pollen none today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. Grass is none today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. And ragweed is very high today, high tomorrow, and high on Sunday. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 554.27, which is 2.27 above full pool of 552, currently generating 1 at this time. Lake Bull Shoals 659.99, which is 0.99 above full pool of 659, and they are running 2 generators at this time. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team of Century 21 LeMac Realty. We'll be back in just a moment.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. You know, Scooter, we keep talking about hay equipment, but I keep seeing bales of hay moving daily.
Now we may get a little rain. You may see people get maybe one more cutting possibly.
Maybe one more. If we do actually get some rain.
Yep.
Could be wild. If you're looking for some construction equipment, a skid steer, a Mini X, a backhoe, Ozark Farm and Law has got them. Tractors, new ones, big ones, little ones, medium-sized ones, they've got those as well. Hay equipment, cutters, tedders, rakes. Cough it up there, Scooter. They've got those too. Brake bed trailers, Skag zero-turn mowers, Ozark's Farm and Lawn. If you've got something broke, let them help you get it fixed. From now till the 29th of September, Generosity Stitched in Time is a quilters exhibition at ASU Mountain Home in the Shed Gallery. There is an artifact show happening tomorrow and Sunday. Doors at the Ramada Convention Center. Doors will open at 8 o'clock each day. Explore incredible designs of authentic Native American arrowheads, pottery from the Midwest and across the South. Melota Cats will be playing tomorrow night at Hickory Park. It's from 7 to 9, and that is at 466 South Hickory Street here in Mountain Home. Food vendors will be available, be no alcohol. The PEO, they were on yesterday. PEO doing a mini golf fundraiser. That is Thursday, the 25th of September at 5:30 at Little T's Mini Golf on Highway 5 North, right there in the bend. You can't miss it. Take off, go toward 5 North, and you'll run into it. It's $15 per person. It's a four-person teams. Get signed up. You can give them a call at 207-650-6320. Military Service Sisters will be meeting at Big Creek Golf and Country Club on the 25th at 1800 hours. And then the big DAV, Disabled American Veterans, 20th Anniversary Veterans Outreach and Appreciation Picnic at ASU Mountain Home on October the 4th from 11 to 1. And then Trunk or Treat coming up October the 11th from 6 to 9. It's going to be the Haunted Trail, candy booths, costume contest, inflatables, and hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Another quilter show coming up toward the end of October. We'll talk a little more about that next week. And then a gun show first part of November. We'll talk about that as well. There you go, Scooter. Community News and Happenings brought to you by Ozark's Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. We'll be back in just a moment with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zdora, Century 21 Z-Team. How are you,
Yes, sir. Good. Good.
Yes.
A little stiff. My neck doesn't want to work the way it was, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to go kind of pay attention to what I'm doing.
You just don't go in a hurry.
Don't go in a hurry. No. So I've never been tased, but I think I have been a couple times over the past few days. It's like, whoa. Get your attention.
It's that sudden, shocking feeling.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
No. I think it's just accidents and fights and war and
the big question of the day, Z, is interest rates have been cut. What's that going to do to the market?
Well, as the rates continue to fall down, then the market's going to pick up because more people are going to be in there looking. Now put out a thing saying that if it hits 6, that there'll be like 5 million buyers that are just waiting to go. Mm-hmm. Like that's the magic number, and it's at like 6.36 right now. You can do better than that with if you can buy some of the points off. If you come up with a point of the 1% of the mortgage, the points 1%, you can pick stuff up in the 5s. Obviously, take that off. Chris Desai sends out a notice every week, and for a 15-year fixed with 1%, you can hit 487. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. That's like really good for the way things have been. Mm-hmm. But you can't time the market. You don't know what's going to happen. They dropped what used to be called the prime rate. They dropped that at a quarter yesterday, 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. And when they did that affects credit cards, school loans, car loans, things like that. The mortgage rates fluctuate every day because they're based on the 10-year note. So people get all excited. This is going to be good, but they're not directly tied together at all. The other thing is there's like 60% of the mortgage applications that have come in are for refis. So people that were in bigger loans, mm-hmm. they're taking, now's their chance for them to get their rate dropped and stuff. So that's going to back up the closing companies a little bit as far as we used to be able to, sometimes we could close things in, 15 days. That's going to be over because they're just busy. They got other work to do. So there's a lot of options right now. There's a lot of, the VA's got great loans, the FHA. I would rather be looking at houses now instead of looking at houses with 5 million people. Now, we're not going to get that many here, but still, you'll see a big influx here.
Well, and the nice part about it right now is this area has a large inventory.
Yes.
Where 3 years ago, the inventory wasn't so large.
No.
2 years ago, it
right.
wasn't so large.
And to be able to go through houses and be able to look at 5, 6, 7 houses, depending upon what it is you're looking for, that gives you more buying power. And that helps you when you're looking, because the sellers are up against that as well. Mm-hmm. They have to face the competition of knowing that they have more competition, more houses out there that are similar to theirs. So while we're showing more people more houses, those sellers also have to deal with that, and they have to find some way to make theirs be the one, pick me, that you want to have your home, because that's the reason you called. Whoever it is you called to sell the house. You want to move on with your life. You want to do things differently than you're doing right now. That's really the big part of it. People kind of lose track of that, and it's not 2021 anymore. I spoke about that last week. We're about where we were in 19, and COVID, we're done with COVID. We're in a quote-unquote post-COVID era. It's over. We're not going back to that again. The demand, there's still a demand out there, but it's not as nutty as it was then.
Mm-hmm.
You have more houses to choose from. You can't just list houses at any price. You know, you need to be realistic. You need to look at the market. We do this all the time. Linda, myself, Sam, Darlene, the whole crew of us. That's what we do and have been doing for quite a while. There were a number of people who got their licenses during COVID and have never seen a market like this where there's actual competition,
Mm-hmm.
where when you get an inspection report, there's things that need to be fixed or you need to deal with them beforehand. They don't know what to do. And we've run into that. The people that were taking any listing at any price, we've got 2 of them right now. And we came in, they had no showings for 6 months. Well, yeah, because your price is way off. Who picked the price? Well, we thought that it could be, the market decides what your price is going to be. The market tells you what houses have sold for that are similar to yours. The market picks that number. And that's by people, that's what people are willing to pay for that type of home. It really can't overstate that. And the problem then is that we run in after following an agent that has improperly priced the home. When we come in, and sometimes we knock them down $50,000, $60,000 because that's what it says. That's what the number should have been. They never should have listed it at that price.
Mm-hmm.
So now the people feel that they've lost that money. That, well, I've already lost $40,000. You never had that $40,000. You were never going to get that $40,000. People in 08, when we were going through that, people were waiting for this guy with a bag full of money coming from California. They were dying out in California. They're dying out there now. The market has changed. The market's very fluid, as it always is. You know, it ebbs and flows. Sometimes the pendulum swings faster than other times. The COVID deal is done. There's a lot of inventory out there. You need to figure out what's best for you. And I will tell people sitting at the table, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. And by saying that you can make more money, you cut out dinner one day a month. You change your lifestyle in some form or another. But you can't get back the time that you want to go spend with the grandkids or you want to spend traveling the Western Rockies. You're not, as we get older, it becomes more and more difficult. And if you want to enjoy that time, that's the premium right now is time. It's not the money. And an agent, because I'll sit there and we'll talk to people and I'll give them a number and we're going to call so-and-so. Well, okay, fine, call. And I can put 5 people in this chair that'll tell you they'll get you what you want. They can't, but they're going to tell you they can, so they can go back and tell the boss, hey, look, I got a listing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to, and then the big negotiation comes in and said, well, we've had no showings. Why not? Oh, because you're not priced right. Mm-hmm. There's other houses that people are, or they'll show yours and then show them something else at that price. We've thrown people in the car and say, you think this house is worth this much money? Come on, let's go see some houses. And I'll make listing appointments to go see the homes at that price point where they think they should be. And say, okay, this is what you can get for what it is you think. Is your house like this? Does your house have this, have that, whatever it may be? Mm-hmm. We have to be realistic because it's where we are. Now, there's going to be a flock of buyers that are going to come through. If the rates continue to stay down, the rates are pretty good right now. I mean, you can swing, pretty good deal in, local banks. I can't appreciate that enough. We just went through somebody who's got a Rocket mortgage, and we're having nothing but difficulties trying to get them getting that paid off. And they just, please, use somebody local. That's who pays for all the stuff that goes on in this town, all the events that go on and everything. Every one of them is sponsored by a local bank or Christmas, whatever the case may be. Deal with somebody local here that you can sit across the desk and talk to, and not get some guy who's on vacation down in the Bahamas working on his laptop while he's laying on the beach and doesn't really care. Or they got a stack of files this high. And we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah. I'm going to go for a swim.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but it really, the importance of that local banks just can't be overstated. And they're going to shoot you straight. They're going to tell you what you can afford to do, what you can't afford to do. The pre-qual is more important now than ever, because you want to make sure you're in the right range. You want to make sure that you're looking at houses that you can comfortably afford. I'm not telling you to take out big mortgages and then be house poor. You want to be in the range that you can be, where you can still buy furniture, you can still go out to a movie, things like that, and be realistic. Your starter homes, prices are, there's more homes out there right now that you can buy. They're going to take some work. That's what you do. That's what we did. I'm sure that's what you did with the first home you went into. And that's what you build your way up. You can't have mom and dad's home your first home. You know, we kind of lose track of that. You know, mom and dad had 4 other houses before they got to their 5, whatever it may have been. And they worked their way through that. They fixed it up, made it better. When you were growing up, you didn't pay that much attention to it. You go, hey, it smelled it, that drywall smell again, you know, the dust. They fixed it up. They built some equity into it and went forward. And that's what you can do. That's the way things have sound old, but that's the way things have always been. But that's the market. That's the free marketplace for real estate. So be realistic with where you're going to be. If an agent tells you, oh yeah, I can get you that, get somebody else in there. And then like I say, we've taken 2 listings because of that. People that just were not as forthright as they should be. I can say that.
As the story goes, be real and get the deal.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that because it's true. That's really what you need to do. You need to be realistic with where you are. And there's people that have pulled their homes off the market and stuff. They're going to stay. That's fine. You know. Then, but if you're putting your house on the market, if you're going to have people traipsing through it, it's got to be because you want to sell a house.
Right.
You know. And
you can have an open house anytime.
Yeah. And obviously, being in this business, I'm going to be kind of against for sale by owners. There's too many things that can go wonky with things, and the value of a realtor can't be over.
It's real.
It's a real deal.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were. Come on. This week in real estate, there were 60 new listings came on the market, 3 commercial properties, 21 parcels of land, 36 homes came on the market. They range in price from $50,000 to $669,000. One of them are taking a backup. There were 38 properties sold, 2 commercial properties, 8 parcels of land, 28 homes sold. They range in price from $899,000 to $40,000. So the average sale price this week was $236,000 with 91 days on market. 15 properties expired. There were 43 residential price changes. Currently, there's 536 homes listed on the MLS. Now, that's the whole, if you within the sound of my voice, but there are 213 of those are in Mountain Home. So it's not just all like little farms out there. Year to date, for 2025, there's been 829 homes have sold. Average sale price is $253,000 with 93 days on market. Last year, there had been 834 homes that sold. The average sale price was $243,000 with 90 days on market. The push is on to try to keep the rates down and try to keep things moving forward. I think the president wants to see people. He's a real estate guy. He wants to see this continue to move forward, and I think that he's going to keeping pressure on some of the federal agencies to help get things done. The VA has changed the way they do their business so that if the buyer, who's a veteran, has to pay the buyer's agent fee, you can wrap that into a mortgage. You couldn't do that before, so it really hurt them. So now they changed that, and that's going to help them a great deal. So, and I got one more. I got a shout out for Lori Lawhead, is named the North Central Board Realtor of the Year. She works over at Pegler, and I couldn't be happier. And the real estate here on the North Central Board should be very happy. She's going to do a great job as Realtor of the Year.
How they get you?
Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. Call her and get started there. Local banks, go get pre-approved.
Pre-approval. It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. 870-405-0793 is her number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is her website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. We'll be back in just a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back. It's Football Friday, except we had the game last night.
Water under the bridge, man.
Coach Steve Airy, Coach Greg Crow with me. We had two games last night. We had the junior high here at home. We had the varsity up in Rolla, Missouri. And Scooter's telling me you guys dodged some lightning.
We did. There was some lightning from afar. I don't know how close it got, but they wanted to get that game in, and I'm glad they did. I didn't want to be there until 11 o'clock playing.
Oh, my gosh.
Make it a 4 a.m.
4 a.m. That's a regular Thursday night, man.
Yeah, hey, that's what it would have been.
Crow, that's exactly what I was telling
I don't want to hear the whining at all.
There we are.
Back in the day, I didn't need sleep.
Those days are over.
Those days are over.
Need a little bit. Coffee and sleep.
Yeah, 4 hours, 3 hours of sleep. Those nights.
Coach Hedden was drinking his coffee this morning out of a bowl. He sent me a picture. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't have a mug. He literally is drinking out of a bowl. It looks like some Japanese tea. I mean, I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh.
I've tried to get off of coffee. I drink one cup a day, and this is going to be a 2 or 3 days.
Well, you got to cut back slowly.
I don't want to get off of it, and I got a bad attitude, but I haven't cut down. I used to just drink all day.
Yeah.
So
well, it is what it is. Coach Crow, let's talk about last night.
All right.
Where you want to start?
I mean, we beat a bad football team. I mean, I got to watch what I say because, the counselors they critique me on all this stuff. But, we executed on offense really well. And, I mean, we had Cole defensively, we're getting better defensively. There's no question. We've got to stop hey, let's everybody get a dumb penalty on a drive. I mean, it all happens. It just comes in bunches. And it's kind of who we are right now. And it's unacceptable in so many ways. And so, I mean, I was happy with our defense. I know Bryant Eden's got nicked up a little bit. I think he hyperextended his knee, which he's an 8th grader playing 9th. We really need that guy. And we're hoping we get a good report today on that. And I think we will. But I was proud of our 8th grade offense last night, coming in and driving down and scoring and executing. And then the next drive, they got 3 penalties. So, we get penalties for the ball snapped. We don't, we can't. They're not. We had 1 football-related penalty last night, 1. And everything else is just before that. And, it's not like we're not coaching it. So we just got to, keep working, or Coach Aries going to fire me when he gets into high school because they're not going to run a play, But, I mean, like I said, defensively, we're growing. There's no you can see it, you can hear it. You can hear it when we're playing defense right now, which is good. So
your 9th grade offense looked pretty salty.
When we don't shoot ourselves in the foot.
Well, we'll just take all the penalty stuff out of it. But
we did.
Fundamentals look good.
Yes, they know what to do. They know how to block. I mean, it's not a football issue. It's not a capability issue. It's not a knowing what to do issue. It's a consistency issue, and we've got playmakers. We got guys that can do stuff with the football. Mason Rapon gets better every week, and that's a guy that
he missed a season and a half, didn't he?
Yeah, he basically missed all but 2 games of his 7th and 8th grade. You can just see it, and Connor Gentry's doing a really good job playing quarterback. He's making good decisions and not putting us in bad situations. And our offensive line they've graded out at 86% or above every game so far. And those guys can move, and they're big, and and they're aggressive, and they got the best feet, which feet's such a big deal for offensive linemen, especially at that age. And you get to high school, you got to be able to move nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And, high school football has changed so much. You can't play the big guy on the line anymore that just kind of wallers on somebody, or you'll just get, run past. So
you need more than just something to fill the gap.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just listen, we got the classes I got right now are good. They're good classes. We got good athletes, and we got kids that can catch football, and we're really debating on what we're going to do at quarterback next year going forward. I think I got 3 guys right now that can step in and help. So those are all good problems,
Mm-hmm. Coach Airy, you had a week off, and then last night you took a trip to Rolla. How did that week off affect your team and your performance?
I thought maybe we might have started defensively a little bit sluggish, but it didn't affect us very much. We might have showed up a little bit flat. First long bus ride, but other than that, it was all good.
You've had some good practices over that time period. I know the heat got to you a few times.
Yeah, we got banged on the heat all this week. No shoulder pads and stuff, but is what it is.
But you have the ability to move your practice to early morning. How does that affect your team?
We did some defensive practice in the morning because we needed to knock down the veer back and stuff and do some things of that nature. And then since we had the bye week, we got some days in pads last week, so it didn't hurt us too bad.
The Thursday night travel to Rolla, that's probably going to play well in your favor because now you've got an extra day to practice up for Southside.
And that's as much about the travel is as much as anything. I mean, when you get in late at night, and I know the kids sleep on the bus and stuff, the coaches don't. We keep each other awake so the drivers don't fall asleep. But it just takes a couple days to, make up on lost sleep. So that extra day of sleep is going to pay dividends. Out. Yeah.
Let's talk about the game itself. How did I know it was a slow start, as you say. It was 7-3 at the end of the first quarter, and then you guys kind of held them the rest of the night and racked up some points. It looked like the second string might have let a score sneak in.
Yeah, it's just like the first round of a boxing match. You just kind of feel each other out, try not to make a mistake, and then you kind of settle in. The speed of the game's always different. The offense is always a little different. You don't really get the same look in practice. You try, but you don't. And we settled in. The offense settled in. Defense settled in. And offensive line and Barrett took over, and defense got a little better as the night went on. And it was just a good night. You
had a good JV game this week as well.
Had a good JV game. Got a gob. Played those guys. We won 27-0, and those guys are getting better every week. And then a lot of those guys got to play late last night in the game, and they came in. Had a lot of young guys get reps, and they did a good job as well.
Yeah, it's important. We talk about this several times a year. It's important for those guys to understand their role as being on that JV team is to get themselves some reps, get better, so they can play and participate on Friday night. And you can see that last night when they did get to come in that game and get to play.
Yeah, we just I wish I could do a better job of it. I was disappointed myself. There's a couple guys I wish I'd have gotten more reps, and they've really been doing well. But at the same time, you want to keep your rhythm. I mean, we finally got in a rhythm there defensively. Offensively is the same way, and you just want to get away from people. You don't want to let them hang around because bad things happen. Just trying to play kids, They're your ones for a reason, or your two for a reason. Your ones are your best players.
But you've got a whole sideline full of kids. There's 11 that'll start, and there's another 11 that should start on the other side. But you've got a whole sideline of kids that need to understand their role. Even if they don't get to play, they're practicing every day. And that is an important role. You have to have somebody to practice against.
That's the one thing I thought our kids did really well last week, because I thought they got us prepared. And I need to praise them a little more on that today, but I thought they really did a good job of getting us ready. And scout team's very important, and they killed it last week.
Yeah, even NFL teams have a scout team, and those are important players.
Yes.
So, Coach Crow, what you got next?
We go to Jonesboro and MacArthur next week, so we start conference play next week. So we're going to have to get on the bus and go play clean and really, really fast on defense. We got to play fast on defense next week. So it'll be a good challenge for us. We'll see if the strides we think we've made defensively are still there. So it'll be these guys are always tough. The athleticism's fixing to change tremendously.
Yeah. The 7th grade and the JV will take a trip to Batesville next Monday. Kickoff for the 7th grade is at 5:30, and then I think it's 6:30 for the JV. Might be 7, depends on how they decide to move it around.
Yeah, and sometimes you get a few extra snaps in the 7th grade game. I don't know whether that happens either, but
the 7th grade and the JV went to Paragould this past week, and that was I'm sorry, I'm incorrect there. Who went to the Paragould?
Last week we went to Paragould.
Yes.
9th grade last. Yeah.
There we go.
8th and 9th. And give those guys from Paragould credit. They're not canceling 8th grade games because they play them up. You know, I mean, I think the frustrating thing about last night is our 8th graders don't get a whole game because we cancel it. You know, I mean, it just there's a lot of schools just don't want to do it, and that's frustrating for our young kids. But I mean, Paragould, like, those guys want to play, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way to get better.
Well, it is, and I'm fixing to send them the film we had last night, and they didn't even ask for it. I'm just because I know they don't like Greene County Tech, so okay, you know, appreciate it.
It's time for a quick break. You're watching the Coaches Show on XL7-TV.
Mart is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels, from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today, where comfort meets savings. Your senior health care.
Backers are good, dude. Welcome back. I've got Coach Steve Airy, Coach Greg Crow. We're talking Mountain Home Bomber football. Coach Airy, what do you know about Southside coming into town next week?
I've not watched any tape on them. I'm religiously, I cannot jump a game forward, but some of my coaches have started on it, and I guess they rotate a great big jumbo package in, and they get really, really big and just try to run the ball at you. And then they have the quarterback back from last year and the good receiver, good skills coming back, and they can throw the ball as well. So we're going to get a well-balanced offense. And then defensively, I think they're playing decent too. So I think we got a good team coming in. I really do. I know they struggled last year, but I think we're going to get them improved. Fort Smith Southside team.
And for a change, they get to make that 3.5-hour trip.
Good. They enjoy that crap.
Yeah, because, they're used to playing close. No doubt about it. That whole Northwest, they're close.
And I thought that's kind of us. We probably had a little hangover from the trip.
I've never seen someone get off the bus at Mountain Home that was okay. They're like, oh, yeah.
It's a long trip.
Yeah.
Because guess what, guys? It is a long trip.
Yes, it is, 100%.
But don't wind us, because we do it every other week.
We just got to take that as our advantage and get used to being a good traveling football team, because we do it more than anybody else. We got to be better at it than everybody else.
Yep, absolutely. And I won't sit here and ask you much questions, because as you say, you don't bounce ahead, and so we'll talk more on Friday before the game itself and visit about that next week. Coach Crow, what do you know about MacArthur?
They have game-breaking speed. Like they're always fast, but they have and unlike you, I've been a week ahead for a while. But I mean, and we practiced for them all last week. Our kids don't know it, but we did. They just got it, the speed changes stuff. Your step slow and they're on the edge, and I mean, it's going to be a real test for us right there. We've got to do some stuff in the secondary to help our corners versus their isolated receivers, and we started working on that Tuesday a little bit, and so we're going to have to be able to mentally process that, and then our defensive line's going to have to be able to get after the quarterback a little bit, and it's going to be a real challenge for us. But I mean, we've just got to, defensively they're man press like they always are, so we got to learn to get off that and and execute. And I've got to tweak some things offensively to put our kids in situations they're messing up on. I'm taking motion out altogether, minus short, quick, and hopefully that helps the situation a little bit.
Last year, MacArthur was the game that you had to make a big comeback on. Is that correct?
Yes, we were down 3 scores in the third quarter and got 3 onside kicks, and that was the day that was when we invented the no huddle wing tee at halftime. So yes, I mean they whipped us last year for 2.5 quarters. Whipped us.
I wanted to have something made for you, Coach, so you won't ever forget that night. It was a 26-point comeback versus MacArthur in the 24-25 season. And my quote for that game is, "Winners never quit and quitters never win." That's from Coach Vincent Lombardi. And, Coach, I'd like you to have that.
Oh, thank you very much. That's awesome.
Stuff for the office.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
But
I appreciate that.
This year you had another big comeback win. So we're making a habit of this, and this will keep this fresh in your mind. It was a 21-point comeback against Farmington, and my quote for this game is, "The secret of our success is that we never give up," and that's from Winston Churchill.
Yes.
And if you'll please take that as well.
Well, I appreciate that. That was great for the office. Thank you very much. We got to stop having all these big comebacks.
Coach, you have them, and I'll keep getting them made, okay? I'd rather have a comeback than a loss. So,
Coach Harry doesn't like those sitting on the sidelines like that. No. He's looking at me like I'm fixing to send this guy to Domino's. He told me that originally, right?
No.
He told me if I didn't win games, I'd be employed at Domino's. not that there's anything wrong with being employed at Domino's, but thank you, Bob.
I had to have a winner come in and take care of business. He's done a good job.
He's doing a good job, yes, sir. Coach Harry, if you remember, before the Harrison game, we were talking and you said, "Well, I'm just an old fart." And I said, "Yeah, you're an old fart trying to make a big stink." And yes, sir, you did against the Harrison. So therefore, I had to have you have a little something made. And it says, "Just an old fart making a big stink." Coach Steve Airy, Mountain Home versus Harrison, 28-14.
You have done well.
Hey, show that to all the Harrison people in town. They'll like that. Oh, by the way, I got pulled over again this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
What for this time?
My light was out. It's the 7th time I've been pulled over in the last 3 weeks because I got a headlight out. 5 of those have been in Harrison, though. I appreciate the police being so adamant about pulling me over every day.
Guys, it's just it's a good time in Bomber football. Last night I did the junior high, the 9th grade game, and went home and was watching the varsity play, and text messages or instant messages on Facebook coming to me just saying how much the program from 7th grade through varsity has changed. The environment has changed. The atmosphere has changed. And I had one gentleman up in Clark Ridge, Bob Teague, send me a message and said, "Hey, shake Coach Airy's hand for me, so therefore I will do that for him." And the community just loves it.
All the coverage you guys do and the exposure you give to the kids and and the stuff decons do, and it's all, I mean, it's not just, it's everybody. I mean, it's a good vibe. I mean, it's It's fun to be around.
I think what's happening, like you say, and we appreciate the compliment there, but the exposure the kids get, the program has become fun again to be part of. And
100%.
Gives them something to be proud of. And Bomber football is just not the same. It's different.
Well, everybody works at it. I'm going to say that. I mean, everybody from in the booth to the television to the community. But Coach Hendricks said it last night. He says, it doesn't matter where we go. There's nobody got a more electric atmosphere right now than the atmosphere at Mountain Home.
I've had numerous people in Harrison tell me that the vibe is different. It's expanded so much, that they want to get to that, and when you're winning, it helps. I mean, it helps, but I mean, it was getting that way before that. You kind of feel it, and it is. I mean, and you got to keep it there. I mean, that's the big thing. You got to stay there.
Mm-hmm. And people watch. It's not just the varsity. People are watching the 7th grade and the JV and the 8th and the 9th grade. When we were in Paragould the other night, they had an elaborate setup for their video, and it was awesome. They had 375 views on their YouTube channel. I had 1,400 views before I got home, just on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
People are watching this stuff. They're paying attention. They're seeing what's going on. I'm talking to a guy that lives over at Yellville right now. His son's a center, and he said, I need to figure out what I can do to get my son to come to Mountain Home.
Don't say that. I get us in trouble. I heard nothing.
Hey, Bob, can we mention something real quick?
You can do what you want to, Coach.
Last night, Barrett Miller.
I was going to bring that up.
I didn't know if he was going to run out of time, so I wanted to make sure I didn't forget him.
Barrett Miller set a new school record.
Yes.
307 yards in a single game. Congratulations to him for sure.
The thing about him is he is the poster child of hard work. And it's not like you look at him, you think, man, this guy's a freak show athlete. He's built like a Greek god. Whatever. He's done all that. He's put in all the work. I'm just telling you. And I'm just tickled to death for him, that offensive line. Man, they killed it last night.
307 yards in a single game. That's wow.
On 25 carries. That's crazy.
Yes, absolutely. And he's a leader.
Yeah.
He's a leader. He's what's going to develop your next year's program.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we get that, because I know sometimes we run short on time, but what a game. What a game.
Absolutely.
Every time I looked up, he was scoring.
Yes. It's congratulations to him. The season's young, so the season rushing record is probably in jeopardy, I would say.
Missouri S&T showed up last night to watch the game. I know Coach Ball over there, and Coach Ball got with him after the game and offered him. So he got another
already.
Offer. He got another offer last night after that performance. So
Hirschberger come see you?
Gage was on the sideline. Yes, sir. It was good to see Hershey.
Yes. Coach, that's one thing that I talk to people a lot is not only is the atmosphere in town changed, but the number of student athletes that have gone on to the next level to play college ball, no matter what size college it is. There's never been this number before that's happened in the last 5 years.
It's tough to get in right now. I'm telling you.
Transfer portal's killed a lot of
this
stuff, hasn't it?
Yes. Our kids work hard, and the thing I'm impressed with is they're all getting on the field. They're all contribution to their teams. They're not going places and riding a bench. They're all getting on the field. So Bomber football is good. Our work ethic is it's built their.
What was it the guy at Sylvan Hills told you in the playoffs a few years back? Remember that? When you went down there and he was talking about Mountain Home football, he said something. Remember you texted me about it. About it was the dumpster of the state or something like that. And then you took him out,
When we walk through the stands at Paragould, got to be real quick with it. We walk through the stands at Paragould, this guy stops and says, "Hey, is that your team out there?" "Yeah." "Well, they look like trash." "Well, okay. They don't look very fast." I said, "You'll see."
Yeah.
He sat right outside the window. Guys, we won't go any further with that. Thanks for joining us. As always, appreciate y'all being here every week. Best of luck to you next week. We'll see you next Friday. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.